Hello guys, this is Silva here again. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys another powerful boom and crash strategy that you can use to grow your small account. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I'm going to quickly share with you guys the indicator setup, and then after that I'll be explaining how the strategy works. Okay, now the first thing we have to do here is to click on this F icon. After clicking on that, we search for our first indicator, which is the moving average. All right, so you click on this main plus icon and then you search for your moving average. Right, and these are the properties for the moving average. The period is 20, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to its close, the level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame, the style you make it color yellow, 3 pixel, and you click on done. Right, now the next indicator we have here is average directional movement index. Right, now you click on the main window plus icon again, you search for your average directional movement index. Now these are the properties. The period you set it to 360, the level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame, the style you make the style here you make it color green, 2 pixel, the plus di you make it color yellow, 3 pixel, the minus di you make it color white. All right, and you make it 2 pixel. Right, and after that you click on done. Now you can see that we have these two levels here. All right, this is the overbought and the oversold level, right? And this is the moving average we added on our chart, right? Okay, so if you add the average directional movement index, you are going to have this white line here and this green line here, right? Now the next indicator we have here is moving average. Right, those moving average you are seeing on the indicator plus icon, these are the two moving average. All right, now on the first one, for you to add this one, you click on the indicator window 1 plus icon here, and then you search for your moving average. You make the first one period 1, shift is -1, method is linear weighted, apply to its close, the level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame, the style you make it color green, 3 pixel, and you click on done. Now the last one here is you have to click on this plus icon again, right, and then you search for your moving average. The period is 35, shift is -1, method is linear weighted, apply to its close, level you leave it as it is, time frame is all time frame, the style you make it color red, 3 pixel, and you click on done. All right, you can see now that we have this blue and red moving average here on our indicator window. Right, so these indicators are going to tell you when the market has gone to the overbought level and when it has gone to the oversold level. All right, so it's as simple as that. All right, so now before I explain the strategy, I want to quickly remind you guys about the powerful boom and crash which have been given to my subscribers. All right, it's a very powerful strategy that even a beginner can use. All right, so if you're interested in getting this strategy, you are going to see my WhatsApp contact in the description. Okay, so make sure to check the description and contact me so that we'll discuss on how you get this strategy. Okay, it's a very powerful strategy. Even a beginner can use this strategy I'm talking about to make money on daily basis. Okay, so that is that about that. All right, now how does this strategy work? How does this particular strategy here work? It's a very simple strategy to understand once you follow some conditions. Okay, now the first condition is that you want to allow price to get to the overbought level. And how do you know price has gotten to the overbought level? These indicators here will tell you that. Now once the red and the blue line has gotten to the overbought level, which is the blue and red line needs to be touching this yellow and green line above here. All right, So once you have spot that this is touching this, the yellow and green line here above, then you know that price has gotten to the overbought level. So this is crash 1000. All right, the opposite will happen on boom. All right, the opposite will happen on boom, right? So you can see here on boom, price has gotten to the oversold level. All right, so when it gets to this level, you saw that there's a spike. All right, so you can see that there's a spike. So that is what the opposite will happen on. So you can see here that the opposite will happen on crash. All right, so on boom we are going to be looking for buy entries, and then on crash we look for sell entries. Okay, because this is a spike catching strategy, we use it to catch spike in the market. All right, so once it gets to the overbought level, you wait for a spike to occur, right? So once there is a spike in the market, you don't just go in, right? You want to wait for the spike to break below our moving average, our yellow moving average on the main chart. All right, that is why the moving average is there. So once it breaks up below it, once it breaks below the moving average, right, you go in immediately, you place your stop loss below the structure that spike make, and then you hold, right? You hold till this blue line here gets to the oversold level, which is this blue line touching the white line below here. All right, so once you see that the blue line is now touching the white line, you exit the market and then you wait for the next opportunity to present itself, right? You wait for the next opportunity to present itself. So this blue line again and the red line will still go up. Once you see that it touches this area, the overbought level, the yellow and the green level, then you wait for a spike to occur. All right, so as you can see, it's touching, but there's no spike, so you wait for spike to occur. So once there's a spike and you see it breaks below the yellow line on the main chart, then you go in for your sell, place your stop loss above this structure, and you wait for it to get the blue line to get to the white line here, which is our oversold level, then you exit the market. All right, it's as simple as that. All right, so what I want you guys to do now is to make sure you backtest very well with the strategy, and once you see that it's working for you, then you can deposit your money and start trading live with this strategy. Okay, but before you do that, make sure you have practiced very well. Right, you have practiced and you see that it's working for you. Okay, don't just take my words for it. All right, so put in the work yourself and make sure you have confirmed that the strategy is good by yourself before you can go in with your hard-earned money. Okay, so I think that's going to be all for this one, guys. I don't want the video to be too long. So if you're a new viewer coming across my channel for the first time, please make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a powerful strategy like this, you get notified immediately. Okay, and don't forget to give the video a like if you know you are getting value from it. Okay, so guys, I think that's going to be all for the zoom level. You zoom out completely like this, and then you zoom in 2 times. 1. All right, that's too fast. You zoom in out completely like this, you zoom in 1, 2. All right, so this is the zoom level, or you can zoom in again for the 3rd time like this. All right, and you are good to go. Okay, so this is how the strategy is. Right, so I've given you all you need to know about the strategy. All that is left for you now is to practice. Okay, so that's it, guys. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Silver out.